Hey guys, thought I'd do a quick video on stropping and how I strop my straight razors. Should be pretty similar for anyone. So, and I just dropped my straight razor and damaged it. Damaged the fuck out of it. Holy fucking shit. Yeah. That edge is ruined. I'm gonna have to keep that for a nice blooper reel or something. Okay, say goodbye to this beautiful fucking ankles because I just fucking ruined it. Alright, so I'm not even gonna edit that out. Let that be a lesson. Don't drop your fucking straight razor. 1 second. Okay, like I was saying, here's another beautiful Henckels 1316. Doesn't matter though, because you'll be using whatever razor you have, obviously. I have a little hook under my sink here that I hook it to. Just a little hook, costs $1 at the dollar store. Now some people use the poly webbing or the canvas. Some people swear it doesn't do anything. Personally, I don't really care. I've got it, so I use it. I'll typically do 20-30 passes on the poly webbing before the leather. Just out of habit. And if you're paying attention here, I'm just keeping it nice and even. Spine leading, edge trailing strokes. Always making sure to roll on the spine, never on the blade. You want to make sure and stop short of the end of the strop here. You don't want to bang into this area with your blade, obviously. So make sure and stop short of that. And it helps if you sort of begin to move the opposite direction before you lay the edge down. You don't want to dig into your strop. That's how people end up with cut strops. And I know a lot of people say with your first strop you're gonna cut it, and that's not really true. If you're careful, you might not ever cut your strop. I've never cut a strop, but you just saw me drop a razor, so who knows? Alright, so I like to rub my hand on the strop before I use it. Put some of those natural oils in your hand into the leather, keep it conditioned. And I generally do about 50 laps on the leather prior to shaving. So once back and forth, that's 1 lap. So this would be 1 lap, 2 laps, and so forth. And I usually do about 50, and so you don't really have to worry about speed here. The longer you do it, the faster you will get at it, but the most important thing is to, just keep the spine and the edge on the strop the best you can. Don't put down a lot of pressure, just enough to keep them both on the surface of the leather. Not too much pressure. Some people say no pressure. I don't know. I feel like I use a slight amount of pressure, but not enough to roll the edge or anything. You want to keep your strop nice and taut, I guess is what everyone says. Not super tight, you don't need to do it to a point where it's uncomfortable, but you just want to keep that leather nice and straight to give you a nice surface for stropping on. And I haven't been counting at all, but I generally count each half stroke until I get to 100. That way I know I've done 50 on each side. But yeah, I mean, this is basically all there is to it in stropping. Just bringing that microscopic edge to a point. You know, your edge gets a little wavy and bent out of shape while using it. Stropping does not sharpen your blade. Some people generally think it does. A lot of people I've sold razors to for their first razor, you know, a lot of times they ask, you know, don't I need a strop to keep it sharp? And while it's important to have a strop, it's also important to know that you're not sharpening. With a strop, leather is a non-abrasive surface. All you're trying to do is just keep the edge aligned. And if you try to shave several times without stropping, you'll find out pretty quick how essential it is. Especially if you're into honing, you'll definitely see the results of stropping. After honing a razor to perfection, you'll feel it's very sharp, but it becomes quite a bit nicer after stropping. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you learned something. If you didn't, well, too bad. Take it easy.